Welcome to Primecast. My name is Geraldo Rivera,
My name is.
and how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Fucking tired
I can tell.
because of you.
No, it's not because of me. It's
Well,
because you don't know how.
because you felt like redecorating. You felt like
Well,
being Martha Stewart.
Martha fucking Stewart, thank you.
Hmm.
But no, a little bit ago my internet was freaking out, and I was like, you know what? I'll just leave the computer off for a little bit, and I'm trying to get a new desk into something I'll talk about after we have our fun discussion. Um, into that room. So I'm just trying to figure that all out.
Hmm.
And yes, it takes priority, just like your family.
Not by choice.
Oh, you don't want to be around your family now?
You chose to like. "Oh, I'm gonna make my room pretty. Put some flowers
You
there.
chose. You chose. I'm not the one who just made a collection video showing off his pretty room recently. So I don't know.
Well, you're the one that wants to copy me.
Hey, you know what? That's because I have work in progress, and it's pretty neat for a 16-year-old to have his own toy office. So.
Right. I got Prime Powerizer Optimus.
I did it, and guess what, guys? He doesn't like it. Big
No,
surprise.
no. Well, it's kind of entered that realm for me that it's so bad it's good phase.
Oh, awesome.
Because it's like I'm realizing just how cheesy it is. But I still think it's a horrible figure.
No.
I did figure out something because I was having a lot of trouble getting the chest to peg in. I
Yeah.
looked at the peg and there's actually some flash that was
Hmm.
like on the peg that was preventing it from pegging it all the way. So I trimmed that off,
Yeah.
and it still fits in securely, but still, it doesn't look as good. Still
Just
cool.
that whole experience with the
Hmm.
with that chess piece has just ruined it. I At least you're coming around to it, even if it's not in the best way. It's because you don't like it that you're like starting to like it. Um, I'm playing with the first edition right now, and I have the RID one sitting here. But once you mod the shit out of this thing, it's
I
pretty
don't.
great.
I don't plan on doing any of that.
I didn't think you would. But I'd already liked the figure or was already intrigued with it, so I kind of thought, oh, okay, how can I take this further? So what I've done is I pulled the trigger and I painted his forearms red, and then you know his big stupid fucking mech tech gun.
Hmm.
Well, I took the barrel and pushed those two pins out of it, and widened the second pinhole with a Dremel. And now, um, what I do is I take off the screw, take off the forearm, and just peg his gun onto his, like take his hand off the little peg, and
Hmm.
put his gun on. So now he has the gun like coming out of his arm. So, but I don't
My
really
wife
plan
just
to
brought
do
me cinnamon rolls.
cinnamon rolls. Maybe they'll wake you up.
Maybe.
Did you bring you some crack?
No.
Maybe there's crack in the cinnamon rolls.
No. No crack.
A nail file,
No.
a shiv. Speaking of a shiv, I had a weird fucking dream the other day.
Hold on. I still want to talk about Optimus
Oh, real quick. It was about I was hanging out with Morgan
because
Freeman. That's pretty
because
much it.
I don't quite understand why you think the truck mode is more accurate than the first
It
edition.
is.
How?
On the first edition, like you said, it's personal opinion whether you like the truck mode or not, but the show is more compact, more of a
No, it's
bulk, more
no, it's very long.
it's long, but everything else is accurate. The
Uh-uh.
proportions of everything else is accurate. Yeah, it is. Here, let's let's kind of look at this. I mean, also, remember when people were saying that the weaponizer had the most accurate truck mode out of all the
Yeah.
Optimuses? Yeah, they're full of shit. I looked at more
Well,
pictures of.
even on the box of Powerizer Optimus, it looks more like the first edition figure than the actual Powerizer one.
I thought that was kind of funny too, but
So
Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime truck mode. Come on, Google, official sponsor of Primecast. Not really. That'd be cool though, wouldn't it?
What's that?
If Google was the official sponsor of Primecast.
Just like if Coke would be.
Yep. Drink Coke, just cuz. That's it. There's no CG renders that I'm finding,
Well, I
but
remember on cable on demand, found this Prime, the making of special that I'd never seen before, and it had a
mhm,
little CGI render of his truck mode kind of spinning around. And if you could probably find it on YouTube. It was like before the series actually aired. It just
mhm.
like had like the main characters there. It was basically like kind of just talking about Darkness Rising, and they have the CGI render of his truck mode spinning around. You can see that it's a very massive truck, especially in length,
Mhm.
and that just kind of stuck with me. And I think the first
Well, the
edition.
one that I see as the most accurate as far as his vehicle modes go, because yeah, the first or the third one isn't the most accurate out of them, but between the Voyagers, he is. I think the most
No,
accurate is the
no,
Deluxe.
shit. Now we're not
Hmm?
even going to talk about that one.
No, and I'm being serious. Actually, listen to me for once.
No,
The Deluxe takes the pretty much he takes the length of the windows of the Prid one, but they're still small. The nose is still longer on this one, but the back is way too long on the first edition, and it shortens that up. So it puts the length somewhere else, so it fits out the proportions better. But I don't
right.
have it in hand, and I don't plan to. But
And I did order something else this week that I just
oh,
told
would
you
you order?
about.
Oh,
But I actually just canceled it
oh, why?
because I liked. Well, okay, well, um, there's some feet. I can't really. I don't want to ruin the surprise of this review or this figure I'm going to be getting in the future. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a is an upgrade set to this particular figure. It looked more accurate, made the figure more accurate, but it took some playability out of it that I just realized. I'll go
Oh,
into detail about it later on after the
all right.
after record, so you can know what the hell I'm talking about. It'll make sense.
I'm gonna look at it because I know, but you guys don't know. But I'm gonna look at it and see if maybe I can
These
piece it
cinnamon
together.
rolls are pretty good.
You want to
I
share?
still have some of that Heffel flopper hanging around.
Yeah, I saw. I went to Target, and that's what I got this week. I got leftover Easter candy. I went to Target, and I got an Easter bunny for like 34 cents, and I got like these pack of M&Ms for like 19 cents. So go get cheap Easter candy because it's pretty awesome.
And my wife got me like a whole bag full of Cadbury cream eggs for like $5, and they're like she got like a dozen of them or something.
Jeez.
I love Cadbury cream eggs. So anyway, news. Did you
New,
wait? Did you get anything?
um, the 34-cent chocolate
So
bunny,
no. Okay.
and that's it for all I got, quote unquote.
Okay.
No, wait. I did get something actually. Fuck. I got Revenge of the Fallen Voyager Megatron.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yeah, you told me about him that you're getting him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like it?
I like it a lot.
I like it. I
Uh,
like it a lot too. I don't
yeah.
even mind the color. I love the
Neither
tank
do I.
mode.
Tank mode is. I have him displayed in tank mode. What? Because of what I'll get into later. Once the news winds down. But where I have him at, I ran out of space on the shelf. For my Leader Sentinel Prime. So on the top of the bookshelf, I have Battle Blades Optimus Prime and Leader Sentinel Prime and that Megatron figure all in vehicle mode, and they look really good together. But yeah, that Megatron figure is great. I don't like the heels or his feet, so I kind of make them my own way.
I like the heels.
I
I
don't really
think
like
it's
them. I
very
think
cool.
I like how I like that design, where like the tread in the whole assembly comes down and kind of creates two separate pieces. But he does it too far up, so you have to angle the shin so far in front, and I don't like that.
I love the lobster claw arm.
Yeah. And what's cool is I was worried about it, thinking about it, because I know like you move it a certain way, the claw comes out and you move it a certain way and it's just the gun. But the I can move it and like hold it and the claw will stay out and it'll just like click the gears and it doesn't seem like it's gonna break it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's someone. I don't know if it was PR or fuckface, but when before the real figure came out, they mentioned that, and it doesn't strip the gears at all. So that's. Oh, I did get a second Prid Optimus.
For why?
Why? Why do you think?
To burn it.
No.
Oh, damn.
Keep
The
it
wall?
yeah.
The wall.
I go through these phases where I look at my collection and I'll be like, you know what? It could be a hell of a lot bigger. So I just buy random figures.
Really? Wait, I have the exact opposite feeling. I look at my collection, I'm like, I have way too much shit, and I don't even have that many. I'm just pushing 100 or 300.
I've actually never counted how many I have.
Really? Last time I counted, I had 228, but that was a little over a year ago.
I should do that soon.
You should do that and let us know on
Do
Tweetcore.
you count like the small Legends figures?
Yeah, I count Legends. Depending on the what mood I'm in, though, it depends on if I count like McDonald's toys and crossovers and no, I count crossovers like Star Wars crossovers. Um, like it all depends on what you count or what you consider a Transformer in your collection. But I consider almost anything really.
Man, you got me really wondering now.
How many you have?
Yeah, I know, but I know I have some like in boxes that I don't have on display either. Like,
Here's what you do: as you go through counting, write down the retail price
oh
of each
God,
figure, and then add it up, and then you'll feel really bad about it.
I did that before on my taxes because I can like basically file toys I make as a business expense.
hmm
I realized how much I spent. I cried a little bit.
You
And that's just in 1 year.
buy more toys than your kids.
Oh no, fuck that. No, they get way more.
Because
It's a little bit ridiculous. But anyway.
it's kind of unfair. Their dad's like, let's go Toys R Us. And they're like, I don't want to. They're like, no, come on, it'll be great. Ugh.
Let's go over to Transformers. Do it again, Dad? Really?
I want to play
Really?
video games. No.
No!
Transformers toys.
Alright.
Okay, news.
News. Saw a couple, well, more than a couple, really big reveals of some new Prime figures, but these are Japanese versions of. They're really the big ones that we actually see prototype. Well, saw the Jet Viacon. That one we actually saw a prototype of. I forgot that its vehicle mode is basically a flying car.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was a jet.
It.
I mean,
Well,
why
it,
would they even make it a flying car? That seems so goofy to me. But I mean, it's cool and all, but it kind of looks like the Batmobile.
I don't care. That's the Batwing to me.
I mean, I'm not complaining or anything.
Oh, yeah.
It looks cool, but it's just like kind of a weird design choice. So like,
Well, the reason people like it is because there's really nothing they could do, and they're like, all right, well, how can we save money? Let's just do a major remold, and the arms and the backpacks are all entirely different. And I think the only part, see, it's not really a jet or a flying car,
it's just
like
a
it
jet
is.
that looks like a car.
Yeah,
Thanks.
the front of the jet and the sides are completely different. But do you know how the Prid one transforms?
Oh yeah, like you just basically take the whole top of the car, fold
And it
it.
becomes his legs. Yeah, they
Yeah.
couldn't really do anything with
It's
that.
really cool. I like that.
I think it'll look better in hand, but yeah, the best thing about it is people are like, a flying car, that's fucking stupid. And then they think about a flying car, and then they're like, okay, it's forgivable, because that's just goofy as all hell.
We're supposed to have flying cars in less than 3 years.
We were supposed to have flying cars by like 1999.
Well, according to Back to
I
the
mean,
Future, I mean they actually go into the future to 2015. That's when we have flying cars. So, yeah,
Marty is the first hipster. He knew his parents before they were his parents.
yeah. But I'm really digging the Jet Viacon. I think it looks awesome.
You know what I'm
Just
digging?
what?
Darkness Megatron.
Really?
Here's
Just
the
for that rat bat,
no, but the Rat Bat helps.
but for the
Um,
paint job,
okay, well, let me get into my reasoning.
and the same, had this two of the same microns.
That's what pisses me off. I looked at it and I was like, hey, new. Wait a minute. God fucking damn it.
Gora.
But Gora. This is called Gora 2. It's a fucking sequel. Um, but it is different. And they said that yeah, Megatron is going to be molded in a lot darker plastic, and he's pretty much going to. I think they said he's going to have a paint job of metallics. Um,
See, that that would be a cool selling point if I didn't mind the color of the one we have. So I actually kind of like the coloring of the Voyager class we have.
mhm.
So I mean that's not a huge selling point for me.
Well,
So
for me, it is because of, and this might sound horrible, but it's for like the look of the shelf. Because how I have my figures displayed, the Decepticons look barren, weak, and horrible as a display right now, and Megatron as a really, pale white or a pale tan, and Starscream's just kind of in the back, just one blotch of silver and gray, and then you have Soundwave, a small little blue dangly thing, and then you have the Autobots, a big, gigantic, fucking bulky and massive as hell CGI render of Optimus Prime standing there. The first edition Bulkhead, you have Ratchet, who's really good, RC, and first edition Bumblebee, and first edition Cliffjumper. Like, pales in comparison. So I think having that in there will be a little bit better. And then he comes with a second Arms Micron, which weapons mode and wing mode is retarded, but it's Rat Bat. And it's gigantic. So it'll be kind of fun to have um, a Prime Rat Bat just sitting there. But
yeah,
and the
I was
cannons, the Gora, it turns out he's the same base, but his arms and I think the back of him are a little bit different.
it's
I'm not gonna spend like $60 on him or whatever they have him marked to. I'm gonna wait till he's like 50, just normal.
it's an easy pass for me. Not really. I like the one I have. I'm more than happy with it. But plus with oh yeah, well I can definitely see it is different because it doesn't have that the safety scissors fold out.
Yeah, they one thing they did all we can really see is for right now is that whole piece up there that like has the indent lines in it. That's all new. They made that part bigger
Yep.
for the Voyager.
And one I'm really, 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 really fucking excited to see more of is Gaia
Gaia.
Unicron. Gaia Unicron.
Woo.
Which is now just a CGI render,
Yep.
but it looks fucking wicked.
And guess what you can do with that Prid Optimus?
For whatever reason, he can combine with it, which is weird.
I think they.
I mean, that's what I mean. It does. I can't read Japanese, but
Well, no, people have translated it, and it does, and there's even a picture of it.
Oh
So,
yeah, it has a picture, but I don't know. Why would it do that? I don't know.
well, what it parts forms is what it does. That's pretty much that's the only gimmick they could have done because you have these transformers like Dark of the Moon, Laserbeak, and Revenge of the Fallen Ravage, and you're just like, why do these things have to transform and mess up the figures? Well, what the hell are you gonna have Unicron turn into? So what they pretty much did was they made him just parts form into something that kind of makeshift looks like a tank. But how are they able to market a transformer that just falls apart and rebuilds itself? I mean, because the real purpose of the figures for the robot mode, no one's gonna really turn it into that. But it's all about marketing and like what parent or what kid's gonna look at the toy itself in the store. So they needed to have it combine and combine with everyone's favorite hero. It's pretty much just a throwaway gimmick for marketing schemes and just to get people to notice it, which is fine.
I really
And
hope we see more of this Unicron at BotCon.
I think we will, but then again, last couple of BotCons really horrible for product reveal, so I'm not holding my breath.
You know, and I really, this is supposed to be Voyager class, right?
Yeah, and it looks pretty big for Voyager.
But I mean, that's based off CGI renders.
Well, look at him combined with Optimus.
Hmm.
He pretty much Optimus is just sitting in the middle of it. It seems.
Well,
So I think he's gonna be the biggest Voyager.
I hope he's pretty big for a
As
Voyager.
long as he's bigger, like at least bigger, a little bit bigger than Optimus, I'll be fine with it because
I was
I
kind of hoping for a leader class version myself, but
I
any
wasn't because the ones that he fought in the end of season one, the multiples of them weren't that much bigger than him. So I'll just use him as that. And then also these Unicrons can also be used as army builders. So
or troop building.
yeah, get like three
Um,
of them.
we did see CGI renders of Arachnid, which is nothing new.
Yeah, that was seen her on the show.
And Auto and Swerve.
hmm Just to
Uh,
repaint a breakdown, but we
yeah,
haven't seen him yet.
yeah. So we haven't even seen full color pictures of Breakdown yet.
Nope, just a bird.
And that's about. Oh, I guess United is now getting the Power Core Combiner figures.
Oh, you didn't want to talk about what I want to talk about. But you want to talk about Japanese United figures
I'm just mentioning it.
or Japanese Power Core figures.
I don't like them. I'm just bringing it up.
I only have two Power Core figures. How many do you have?
0.
Well, you have two Prid Optimuses. So I only got the two that interested me. My friend got me Huffer, which I really like, just because it's a classic Huffer, and I got Bomb Shock just to fill in my classic Decepticons a little bit. But yeah, I have no interest in these. They look cool. I just have no interest in them.
Yeah. Where'd the check go? I lost it. There it is. We saw fall of Cybertron gameplay footage of Grimlock. That looks fucking fun, playing as Grimlock.
Yeah.
But in kind of a weird move, you can't transform at will
Mm-hmm.
into T-Rex mode,
Anger.
which seems like kind of a bummer at first, but in the long run, it kind of makes sense
Mm-hmm.
because, I mean, really, if you had a choice, you would just play as a T-Rex the entire time and just like destroy everyone.
It's not fun.
Yeah. So it actually it makes it more epic to transform into a T-Rex. You get this little cinematic, and you can do all these fucking crazy moves for a little bit, and then you're back to that big bulking robot with a sword.
Which I like, and then he's just sitting there killing Insecticons. The one thing what's kind of funny is the best thing about, or the thing I want to say something about the most about the Grimlock gameplay footage was that people complained about Swoop.
Why?
Remember that clip at the end where he's just flying through the air and Insecticons are chasing him and he says something to Grimlock like, "Where have you been?"
Actually did not see that part.
Yeah, it's at the very end of it. Like,
Oh.
I don't know about the very end of the video, but the end of the footage.
Oh.
But how his voice sounds, people are like, "But he doesn't talk like me, Swoop, this, that." He doesn't talk normal, I can tell. But people really complained about that, and I
I thought it was really hilarious how how the guy that was talking about the footage, he kept on emphasizing it's a space T-Rex. He said that like 5 times the entire video.
how many times he said that really made me feel uncomfortable. Like, are we really just
You're-
gonna have space dinosaurs in this game, and there's not gonna be any explanation?
You're playing as a space T-Rex.
Fucking deal with it.
All right, I'm fine. I'll do it.
But yeah, people were complaining about Swoop's voice, and they're like, they're not gonna be all stupid. And I mean, you already knew Grimlock wasn't stupid because he's kind of renegade from what I've heard. And then the scene in the first trailer we got where he pretty much has a silent mutual agreement with Optimus to help him defeat the Decepticons at that standoff. So I mean,
I love watching that part. Just him kind of walk behind from the shadows, just hear that big.
and they just nod at each other.
Uh huh.
I love
That's
that.
why I really, really fucking want a Fall of Cybertron Grimlock figure. I want it, man. Give it. Make
I
it
hope
happen.
I hope we get one. I just hope we don't get a new Bumblebee and then we don't get Grimlock.
Have we?
Everyone wants. You know what's kind of upsetting?
What?
Everyone's like, "Oh, we need Follow Cybertron Dinobots, and they all need to be Voyagers." Like people, they're kind of having too many expectations. Like for one, this game is big, and it will do pretty much well, for more or less. But it's not as marketable as a TV show to support a full Voyager class wave for just these. I think if figures were to get Voyagers, they would be, I don't know, Optimus Prime and Shockwave.
Well, I think if anything, Grimlock would be a Voyager because he's a T-Rex and kids
Oh,
like
he's bigger than
T-Rexes.
Optimus. The only reason I say that is because they're the only, because the higher price point, the only marketable characters. Like
No,
Op.
no, I'm saying that Grimlock would be very marketable because he's a T-Rex and kids like T-Rexes.
Oh, I completely agree. I'd buy Voyager Grimlock. I can't say
I really, really want. I'd be happy either way, but I really want a Voyager Grimlock.
I want a Voyager Grimlock. Everyone else can be deluxes. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I mean, just like basically what they did for animated.
hmm
Grimlock
Yeah,
is a
I agree.
Voyager.
I should restate myself. I agree. I do want a Voyager Grimlock. Um, but I'm not expecting it at all because how Hasbro sees everything is people will only pay the higher price for a figure that's not above $14, unless its name is Optimus Prime or Bumblebee.
Mm.
That's pretty much how they see it.
They're stupid.
Yeah, what are the case assortments still for Bumblebee?
Oh my god! I posted a picture from Target.
Yeah, there was like
Nine bumblebees.
and one
One,
Soundwave.
yeah, which is weird. I went back there and they had the same bumblebees and had two sound waves and Ratchet and some other shit.
Real quick, while we're talking about wave assortments and sound waves, I'm gonna say it again. And Vangelis on his podcast and even on Twitter and stuff said exactly what I was trying to say for Viacons, the Prid Viacons. Do not go out and buy every single one you can get your hands on, and do not spend that much money, above $30 on eBay for one. What you do is you go to the store, and to each store trip, you only buy one Viacon. If they have eight, you only buy one. Don't clear them out of their Viacons. If in which I doubt they'd ever have eight at once.
That'd be crazy.
But just make them more abundant. The more abundant they are, the less demand they have. The less demand they have, the more abundant they get. The more abundant they get, the more the price kind of stabilizes, and voila, guess what? Everyone can troop build happily. So do not wig your shit and just be patient. For the love of God, be patient for this Viacon. Because case assortments suck. Hasbro hates Decepticons for some reason now. So don't.
Oddly enough, at the Target, they had more Voyager Megatrons than Optimus.
Because there's case revisions
Oh.
with more Megatrons.
Oh.
But yeah,
Awkward.
it's not awkward. It's just like, what do I say now? If you're awkward, that's
You go first.
cool. Well, is that all we're gonna say about what were we talking about?
Grimlock.
Okay. Um, but yeah, it's just Hasbro's.
Grimlock looks so fucking fun to play as.
Yeah, Hasbro's just turning stupid, so we're probably gonna get a deluxe, if that. But I don't know. I can see us getting one. I don't really care if we get all the Dinobots. Actually,
Just Grimlock.
really, just
I just
just
want-
Grimlock. That's all we need.
Yeah.
I would like all five, but I can't say that I'm an advocate for it because that's more money I have to spend. I like the Dinobots, but they're not characters I'm fully invested in. I have figures of them already.
What the fuck else was that? Speaking of Fall of Cybertron, I sent you that picture on Twitter where
Hmm. Oh
I
yeah, because
found the only size comparison picture of Bruticus next to any deluxe. He looks huge.
yeah, yes it does.
Yeah,
Which I like.
which makes me very happy.
I hadn't seen him. Or I had never seen that picture from. Jeez, I can't talk. I never saw it from that angle before. So yeah,
And
he
even Bruticus looks like he's kind of like hunched over a little bit, like the person who put him there was like, "Man, put this piece of shit here and this one here, and where's my mocha?"
pretty much for those because I don't think we're gonna have pictures. Um, standing by, I think it was War for Cybertron. Jazz were the ones that we could get the best looks at. War for Cybertron Jazz and the new, or Fall of Cybertron Jazz and the new Fall of Cybertron Deluxe Optimus. His Bruticus's legs are a little bit taller by the thigh of or than those two deluxes. So Bruticus will be a little bit taller. Like I think 2.5 deluxes tall to 3 deluxes.
And it looks like he is going to be about like a Predaking size combiner.
Yeah, and then again, he could be mistransformed, so he could be even taller. Those arms are all mangled and fucked. So. Actually, and what
One
people
thing I was wondering, because Bruticus is kind of known for having those huge ass cannons
Mhm.
coming from his back, and any promo shot we see of Bruticus, he's holding that gun.
Yeah, the double like knife barrel thing.
And actually researched this. A lot of people are speculating that can actually attach to his back to
Hope so.
create a more accurate look.
Well, because that giant gun is just each of their weapons combined. Um, and I don't really care about the color scheme. Like, yeah, I would prefer the other one, but this neon one, quote unquote neon, it's not really
The color scheme, the part of the color scheme that really bugs me is in the head.
that weird green texture and
Well,
yeah.
yeah, and what I really liked about their original head is it has that flat gray, which is Bruticus is known for, in the red eyes. Now it's like a dark gray of green highlights and yellow eyes. It just seems much less Bruticus-y to me.
Well, what a lot of people are thinking is we're gonna get this one. This one is gonna be our, you know, Fall of Cybertron Wave 2 full cases of Bruticus. And then the original version we saw, those more metallic and dark, is going to be a gift set. But
If
that's
that's
just what some people.
so, then I'm going to get. If they're actually really going to do that, then I'm just going to get the gift set.
Yeah, probably me as well. Depends on how much it is and where it's at. Though I do still like the idea of buying just a like going to the store and buying, all right, we're gonna get a leg now and just
That does not sound appealing to me at all.
really I think
Because
I've never had that like I've always had like let's say the Dinobots for a good example. I'd have to buy, one Dinobot at a time and, one Seeker at a time. But I've never had a combiner. So, like, have a piece of something and just kind of wait to build it. And I think that sounds like a fun experience that I've never really got to dabble in.
well, tried to do that with Energon. I tried to find the parts to make Superion.
Hmm.
I found Stormjet. I guess is the main piece, the deluxe, and I was able to find two of the scouts, which would make an arm and a leg. But for probably about a year, I couldn't find any more, not even the same kind. So I was never able to make even a Superion. That's just why I.
Well, because Energon Superion costs an arm and a leg.
Fuck you. Fuck you and that pun.
Hey, just
Hey.
because you can't appreciate comedic genius doesn't mean that
Comedic assitude.
attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Psh, psh, psh. Don't come on my neck, bitch. Okay. Anyway, well, the thing is though about this one's different. This is a case of at least 5 Decepticons and one of
You
each
don't know.
character
How do you know that?
because they've already said that they're gonna be in full sets.
Oh fuck! Damn it. Well, that's kind of good. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they'll be all basically released at the same time.
Yeah, all 5 are Wave 2.
So, yeah.
All of Wave 2 is Bruticus. But we don't know how many of each are going to come in a case. We don't know if it's going to be just one of each to a
Yeah,
case.
I'd imagine this is going to be one of each.
No, I think it. Well, have you ever seen like an actual case of Transformers?
Yeah,
They carry about 10 to 12, so I think it'll be two
do
sets.
they?
Yeah. Because when I got the first editions when I worked at Toys R Us, there were four Bumblebees,
Fucking
two
Bumblebee.
RCs, and two Starscreams. So,
Fucking Bumblebee.
and I've read case assortments that are a little more extreme. It's just Voyagers that are around 3 to 4.
Can't wait to get that Shockwave also.
That Shockwave looks cool. What I'm afraid is though, his um his limbs look really like thin. So I kind of think he's gonna do what some of my other figures do that are built like that, to where and he looks like a lot of ball joint, to where the ball joints just kind of not give, but I'm gonna need some super glue magic for that. That's my one fear for Shockwave, but he does look great.
From what I'm looking at, I can't tell from these pictures, but it looks like his gun arm is actually just a gun that you can hold in a fist.
Yeah, he has a fist under that.
Okay, thank
Oh,
God.
um,
That makes me happy.
going back
But
to Brutus real quick, because of we're talking about fists. Um, Someone said that I haven't seen it, but well, I can see where they said, but I've gone back and looked and I can kind of see it. But apparently, there is a closed fist that's folded up inside of Brawl. So a lot of people think that this Bruticus figure is going to be able to do kind of what Scramble City did and be able to you know, get like,
swap
okay,
limbs.
yeah, you can put
Bro,
this.
yeah, he becomes a leg, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's
Hmm.
the left leg.
Hmm. That's interesting. Scramble. Scramble City was awesome. Especially the episodes where they just used the toys.
Hmm.
Um, what? I guess we go on to this subject that you wanted to talk about.
Oh yes. Um,
Go on.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
be
I'm
shy.
reading our emails this week. I forgot to check before we started the show. Okay. Well, for
Maybe
those,
if you weren't cleaning your room for an hour and a half, you would
maybe you
have
just
been
weren't sleeping
prepared.
in your chair.
Yeah, waiting for you.
Maybe you shouldn't wait around. Be a leader. God damn it.
I was late. I was like, when can I expect you on? But you're like, I'll be on when I say so.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I gotta say, for some reason, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 is trending on Twitter, and I went to see what it's about, and apparently it's on Spike TV, and this one chick, her name, God, I don't want to say it. Her name is, she's white, and her name is Sam, but her last name on Twitter is the N word, the racial slur for black people.
There or ah.
Ah,
Well, that's okay then.
oh yeah, still don't want to press any buttons. And it says watching a Nightmare on Elm Street 3, but the old version.
What?
There is no other fucking version. Jesus Christ, that's the only version.
But the
You
old
fucking
version.
retard.
What the fuck?
I'm about to go find Spike TV though.
But the old version.
Nope, the new one. What the fuck? People are fucking retarded. I don't know what episode. What episode? I don't know what. Oh, I found Spike. Is this it?
I'm watching Transformers 3, but not the old one.
Oh, there's Heather Langenkamp. There
Things
it
that
is.
make you go, huh?
24 new tweets. Let's how many stupid motherfuckers are on here. Um,
You know, for being so animate about talking about this next topic, you're pretty much avoiding it.
I'm sorry, I'm not avoiding. I just thought that was pure ignorance. I had to bring to everyone's attention. But guess what? Also, I have to bring to everyone's attention. First edition Bulkhead's being restocked.
And sold out.
Only on one website. He's in stock somewhere else.
Where?
Kapow Toys. But that's where I'm going to go to now. Apparently, for some unexplained reason as to yet, first edition Bulkhead is being brought and stocked into very limited stocks. I think when it was checked, Robot Kingdom had 79 when he first went up for pre-order. So I think they're getting about 80 figures per store. And Robot Kingdom had him for $43, and after shipping, he was about 50, 55 or so, which is a good price. And it's the Hasbro version. And that was a version I wanted, but by the time like I checked the computer at like 10 a.m. and it was gone, far gone. And
I have two of him.
fuck you. And then Robot Kingdom is based in China, Hong Kong, so they can get their stuff first and kind of assure it more. But apparently some Chinese shops are going to be getting restocks of just Bulkhead. I don't know if they're just Bulkhead or maybe an Optimus release is going to follow, but I don't know why it is. But the only two that have had these are Robot Kingdom, which is sold out now, at least for now. I don't know if they're going to get any more. But it was stressed very limited stock, so I'd like to think so because I like Robot Kingdom and I would like to do another deal with them, but Kapow Toys, now here's the problem. Kapow Toys, they're not scalpers. Okay, they're not scalping this, so please no one chant scalper or scalper website. Um, my headset is tangled up in my fucking chair. What the fuck? And it's like wrapped around and I can't get it off. What the fuck?
Hey, if you can't get it off, man, I think you need to spend a little quality alone time there. You don't need to share that shit, man.
It's under the spoke that the like chair what the fuck is it called?
Wheels?
Huh?
Spins?
Yeah, you know how a chair goes up and down? I don't a hydraulic thing. A hydraulic piston thing. It was under the chair, wrapped around the wheel, twisted backwards up
How
here.
the fuck did you manage that?
I don't know. I only turned my TV and it never turned all the way around. Anyway, if you order from Kapow Toys, they're based in the UK. I think it's $49.99. That's quid. Quid. I think it's quid. I don't know the exact European currency, but it's whatever that is. But that translates to about $75. And then you have to pay import fees that they have to pay. And then there's shipping. And after shipping, the Bulkhead, I went through the whole order just to find out and just to cancel it that Bulkhead would be about $95 from Kapow Toys.
Damn.
Yeah, it kind of fucked me over. Because I really wanted the Hasbro one, and I was even, I was gonna do something with my Takara one. I was probably gonna, give it to someone or like hook a friend up who doesn't have the mold, with it. But yeah, that sucks. But maybe Big Bad Toy Store will get these, and Robot Kingdom and Big Bad Toy Store and even TF Source at certain times, they're subject to that thing that not a lot of personal people like on the boards, to where they will just buy a bunch of every figure, or not every figure, but just buy a bunch of an exclusive and sell it on their site. They did that with Unicron from Amazon last year.
I wish I would have got that Unicron.
I did. I was watching that board, and when it went up about the 8th time, I snagged it.
I really wish I would have got that one. I just look at my Armada Unicron. It has dust over it. It's like barely holding together. I'm like, why are you still around here?
Why aren't you Amazon?
Hell, why aren't you the Takara 2010 one?
Yeah. But, so this does mean the first edition Bulkhead, he isn't going to be abundant, but at least he saw a second run. That's cool, but I don't know. It's really hard to say, and I think we'll hear something about this at BotCon. If we don't, it'll be extremely weird. But still, what's weird is these things are getting a second run. A second run here or there in Asia, to Asia shops getting other releases. But once again, Hasbro's doing the thing of the countries that they said that they were going to try and get these out to that were really upset that they didn't get them, they're not.
I could get a Transformers Energon Black and Orange Unicron for $120.
I have one of those.
Man, I
He's not
passed
worth
on
hun-
him.
he's not worth 120.
No.
No, but he's really cool. His color scheme is the most intuitive of a Unicron toy. I like him.
Ow.
I have plans for him in the future.
Oh, do you?
I do.
And the Amazon one sold out. Motherfucker.
Dude, that thing's been sold out since like October.
Well, fix it.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
You're about my face that you have shit all the time, so guess what?
Fix it.
I have Amazon Unicron.
Well, give it to me.
Nope.
Give it.
Nope.
Give it. Do
Nope.
it. Maybe I'll be like the one dude from The Last House on the Left. If I tell you to do it enough times, you'll just do it. Give me the Unicron now.
Hey, Jesse.
Give me the
Do
Unicron now.
do you have beef?
Do I have beef?
Do you have beef with my Unicron?
Do I have beef with it?
Yeah. Do you have beef with me having the Unicron?
Oh, with you?
Having
I
the
wouldn't say beef, but more like you're not worthy.
So that's a beef. You have beef. You have beef with me having the Unicron.
I like your little response there. I wish I would have got when I had the chance.
I'm a vegetarian to your beef.
Are you vegetarian?
No. What the fuck? Not really.
I used to be one.
Really? How'd
Yeah.
that work out?
It was actually I lost a lot of weight.
I don't mind vegetarians. A couple of my friends are. I'm not one for sure. Not. I don't like beef though. Beef and turkey are disgusting.
I like turkey. Arms Microns
love
are
chicken.
getting single packs.
And I like pork, but I don't like beef. Arms Micron single packs. Yep. There's. I have the fucking link open. But pretty much there's only one of these that I really want and I'm gonna get.
What?
I'm gonna get. They're named after letters. There's a couple of these I'm gonna get, but only one that I really want to get. They are. Let me get a Big Bad Toy Store. They have them named. They're pretty much Arms Micron. They're numbered, and then they're Micron C, Micron B.
How are you supposed to know which is which?
Well, they kind of replicate what letter they are.
What?
Here, check it out. The two I plan to get are AMW04 Arms Micron Shell 2. This is the Cliff Jumper one, but done in a green color scheme. So that's a triple-barreled gun that I can put on my.
Oh, they actually had the pictures up now. Okay, they didn't have those up before.
Yeah, and I can put that on my
yeah.
first edition bulkhead. And I'll give him.
You know what? That would look good with bulkhead.
Mm-hmm.
And they're only $8. Shit.
They're cheaper elsewhere, but
I don't think I have any reason to get the Arms Micron figures anymore.
But then our AMW07 Arms Micron D, that one has a really good robot mode, and he turns into a complete sword.
That's a brand new one, isn't it? Yeah.
On here.
Hello?
Yeah, they don't have Gora on here, but they do have
Did you
Gyro
hear me?
2. Huh? Yeah. What?
I didn't hear you, but that's a brand new one, right?
Yeah, the Micron D that turns into the red sword.
Yeah.
And then you have Micron E, and I can't tell what he is.
Looks like an axe.
He looks like an axe, but then when you zoom in, he looks like a satellite. And then Arms Micron F looks like a weird spear thing, and I can't tell. But I like his robot mode.
I don't like how the robots don't really resemble anything previously in Transformers.
That's okay though. I don't mind it.
I kind of like the fact that they looked like other robots in the Arms
It,
Micron one
well,
because
in person, they didn't really look like other robots. That Shockwave Micron ended up having two eyes, and Gora doesn't remind me anything really of Lugnut in person.
mm,
And I also kind of want AMW10 Arms Micron G, which is the one
yeah,
that comes with Soundwave.
that one
Just
does
because I
look
kind
really
of want
cool.
Soundwave to have a gun, and it'd be cool to have for Soundwave to have a. This might sound weird, but a tentacle, for lack of a better term. And then they
Be
have
creepy.
Terracon Cliff Jumpers, which is Gyro 2. They have Sky Warps,
You
Borrow 2.
you could get a my exclusive Micron pinpointer.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
$65.
It's such a deal. Or we can get Vector Oracle, the one that we all have like three of. It's just.
You could get Fracas for $54, and it
Do
doesn't look like a gun at all.
do you know what it is?
What?
Hand.
What?
He turns into a hand.
You kidding me?
Oh, it's kind of
You're
cool.
kidding me, right?
No, he turns into a hand.
All that Vector Oracle, that's one that came with Cyclonus.
Yeah. I kind of like that Peace Man, but he's like the exact thing as. I like that Misfire. That Misfire looks cool.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing about Misfire is I like the look of the drill that Skywarp's Arms Micron turns into. The problem is the robot mode and everything else on it sucks.
It turns into a hand. What kind of hand is that? Must be like some sort of Johnny Tremaine hand or some.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do like that green one, the one that's remoted from Cliff Jumpers.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that one. Put him on bulkhead. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a Hasbro bulkhead. Um,
Maybe.
um, and don't worry, don't I really don't want people to be like, oh, why don't you give someone who doesn't have the mold a chance? Dur, dur, dur. I have plans for the Takara one, and it wouldn't. I wouldn't just have two bulkheads, and it wouldn't be using it for custom.
I have two bulkheads.
You're just a dick.
You're a dick.
Not really.
Yeah,
I just
well,
have.
I have evidence.
Okay. What's that?
Can't tell you.
You gonna blackmail me someday?
Someday.
Someday. What are you gonna need from me so crucial that you're gonna need to confront me with blackmail? I'm on the internet.
I don't know. You could buy a case of 300 microns for $849.
I saw that, and then
That's crazy. Why would someone do that?
I think it's more for vendors like conventions
Mm.
who buy like Kabaya kits, and now they
Oh,
can do
yeah,
these.
true. 10
I went.
pieces for 30.
I went to a
That's a
convention
better deal.
recently, and they had a bunch of the Kabaya. I was gonna get Ultra Magnus, but I ran out of money.
Oh, pussies. Crack whores. Okay, that was a good stretch. You know, at work, I sneezed so hard, and I was bending over. The middle of my back popped, and it hurt so fucking bad. I seriously felt like I threw my back out, and I wasn't sure if I was able to stand anymore.
Mm.
Like it's like right as I sneezed, the middle of my back just like pop, and it hurt. I was like, oh, I sneezed. Oh my god,
You're old.
I am.
Getting old. Get up there.
You're teasing me with that fucking Unicron.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm looking at it right now.
What's that noise?
Rain.
Oh,
I
wait, no.
forgot Nightmare on Elm Street was on my TV. Ooh. She's about to get her head slammed into the TV. Ooh, there's Morpheus.
What's on TV?
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
Oh, okay.
Orange Fishburne's in it.
Make Toys is making a green giant that's in a gift set.
Don't care about green beans. I just want to watch Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
I like it. When we first saw like the gray protos
I
of
hate the yellow.
Yeah, when I first saw the gray protos, I was like, this Devastator doesn't look that good. It's totes. If I get one, it's gonna be Hercules. And then they came out with the yellow one, and I was like, that looks horrible, like a knockoff.
It almost seems like they would have done it the other way around.
What?
It almost seems like they should have done it the other way around. Released the green one first, and then the
Well,
yellow.
I don't. I actually like that they did the yellow one first because we didn't have two green Devastators circulating in a third party market at the same exact time.
Yeah.
So
How
that I
big
actually like.
is this Devastator?
How big is it? That's what I
Hmm.
don't know. Um,
How big are the individual figures?
I think they're a little bit bigger than deluxe size, while the Hercules individual robots are a little around Voyager size.
Hmm. Still, the
Uh,
whole gift set is $355.
well, each 2 pack was I think 125. So that's, I mean,
That's a lot.
it is a lot, but the individual robot modes looks so goddamn good.
Not from what I see.
I think they look good.
But for something about the size of a deluxe, so it's like approximately $65 for a deluxe class figure.
Yeah, these are third party though, so you can't really
Yeah.
base it off a deluxe class size figure.
So fuck them.
It's interesting if it were to go on
It looks
sale
a
or
hell of a lot better green.
yeah, that
I
and the shade of green they picked too, and I always like the neon-esque green that they chose for Hercules, but for some reason I really like this G1 accurate light green.
Mhm.
I think it looks good. But yeah, I never liked the yellow. I think it made the mold look unproportionate or more unproportionate than it really is, and I just never liked it. But the green looks really good, really tempting
But
almost.
for that price, I would much rather just get the Encore Devastator set, which is a hell of a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's like you get 3 Encore Devastator. Oh, there goes her head into the TV. Bam,
In
do it.
fact, I've been really contemplating getting that Encore Devastator
Yeah, you
because
can get like
I never
Devastator
had a
prices.
G1 Devastator. I've had a G2 one, which is that yellow, but never a G1. So that's going on.
And I only like I never really liked the G2 color scheme. I don't mind it. I just never really liked it.
Hmm.
And the fact that they put it on this mold didn't help it. That G2 looked awful. I can't get over how awful it looked.
You want to talk about the latest Prime episode?
Is that it for news?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, let me check real quick and see if there's anything else.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude.
Yeah, girl.
Bulkhead. Yeah, yeah. That's really about
All right. Did you see
it.
Grill?
Yeah, it is a clip show.
Yep, it was a clip show.
Yeah, I mean, just basically followers getting interrogated.
I'm so tired at this point in the night. I really don't know what I wanted to talk about, Grill.
Well, maybe if you would have gone on about an hour earlier than
Don't.
what you
Hey,
did.
I have Unicron. Leave me alone.
All right, I have 2 Hasbro bulkheads.
Wah.
You don't.
So, I have
You
one Takara one.
Yeah, you don't want it. So
I want it. I
no,
just
you
want
don't.
Hasbro one more.
Yeah. So you're kind of making your Takara one feel like shit about itself.
No, he's still proud. He's like, hey, he doesn't, want me that much, but he likes me enough to keep me around. He
So
could
he's
sell
in
me.
denial. So he's basically knows that you're settling for him. He's the bottom bitch of your
Yeah.
Transform Prime figures.
No, my bottom bitch would be Prid Prime.
Oh, okay.
But no, he knows that I like him. I'm just giving him some tough love.
I'm really looking forward to I guess today's episode. If you're listening to
Armada.
this now, Armada looks like going to be an intense episode, and they've released a little clip of it that may or may not have a spoiler in it.
I hope not. I god damn it hope not. But you want to know one of the things I found most intriguing about that clip?
What?
It seems that Starscream. I like how we're just skipping Grill and talking about tomorrow's episode we haven't even seen yet.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you really say about a clip episode? I mean,
We'll talk about Grill in a moment.
no,
We have
I
to.
don't want to talk about Grill. It's stupid.
Well, okay.
You're
But pretty much the clip for tomorrow. Like Starscream had to have gotten his T-Cog back, or a T-Cog, but the military has Nemesis Prime in their possession, so he didn't get his T-Cog. At least I
Why
don't
do you
think so.
think he must have got it back?
His arms transform. And how else would he have gotten on the Decepticon
Oh
ship?
well,
That's
yeah,
flying.
yeah, yeah. I thought you were going to say something like, "Well, he got on the ship.
Yeah, he did get on the ship.
Bulkhead can't
Bulkhead
fly.
has a ground bridge. Starscream doesn't have access to that.
No, he did transform his arm. That'd be a big plot hole if he
They
didn't
just
get.
forgot
It's like, yeah, you let him transform his arm.
and just put him on the ship. The only
I
thing.
actually, yeah, I did not think about that at all.
Yeah, at first it almost didn't click, and then he did, and I was like, "Why is something weird?" Oh, that's it. Shouldn't be able to do that. But real quick, just to have to have a disclaimer about it. Grill is pretty much just a clip show explaining, not explaining everything that's happened in Prime so far, but pretty much just doing a recap of like Cliffjumper's death, Optimus's leaving and coming back after having amnesia. Though one thing I found kind of funny is that running joke that people just like Decepticons just keep scanning Fowler's vehicles is kind of like they had a little montage of it, so that's kind of like a running thing. It's not just like it's an actual joke, which is kind of funny. But it wasn't until the really end that I cared because it was just pretty funny how Optimus was there the whole time and he just kind of transforms and sticks his head in the window. He's like, "Yeah, what?
Just
I'm pretty sure I'm alive, guys." And they're like, "Oh God, don't kill us."
I'm fine. How are you?
That was kind of funny. But other than that, I really didn't care for the episode. Like them, I don't know why. I just really like it whenever they mention Cliff Jumper. But it was really weird. I don't think they showed his animation model once.
In that episode?
Yeah,
No.
just stupid. But I mean the episode wasn't horrible. It was just the
fell
most
asleep there.
it was just the most least interesting episode.
Okay.
That was
Moving on. So,
listener questions.
yeah, go on.
Huh. Well, okay. Um,
You read them since you didn't send me them. Just read them.
okay, one moment. Okay,
Yep.
this
Okay.
one comes from Ray Grimm or Ree Grimm. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but his question is: besides Dark of the Moon Leader Class Megatron, what other TF would you like to see in toy form? Which Transformer annoys you the most? Do you, whoa, do TF have sex and multiply, or do they have assembly line? Okay.
Um,
Besides Megatron and the Leader Class, what Transformer do you want to see in toy form?
uh, in toy form? Voyager class or bigger Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. Or hold on. Voyager class Prime Ultra Magnus.
Hmm.
Those are kind of my top two right now. I'm sadly I'm kind of past the leader Megatron, even though I guess I'm just in the recovery phase of that.
I'm not. My answer's still Megatron. No, I think my real answer. I kind of want to say animated stuff because that's a line that kind of had some really cool designs, but nothing really got, like, not nothing, but a lot of things didn't really see a release, like Omega Supreme. But I don't want to say Omega Supreme because then again,
That would have been cool.
it would have been cool, but it's something we can live without. But what's a Transformer that I want to
If it
see get?
actually turned into the Arc and it had like you could put Legends class figures inside of it, that would have been cool. That's what I really wanted. If they made a animated Omega Supreme, Kind of like the arc for Dark of the Moon.
Hmm.
Like you can have it as a little play set for your little Legends class figures, and then it turned into a robot. Like Omega Supreme. That means it's a Omega with sausage on it
Um,
and peppers.
I can't think of a Transformer that I really want to see a toy form of that I care about that much. Or maybe something in a bigger scale, but then again, I don't care about bigger scale like Leader Class, except for that Megatron. It's a hard question. This is a hard question. Jesse, help me out.
I kind of did. You can steal one of mine. You don't want a Voyager class Grimlock?
No, I kind of covered that. I didn't care. I can tell you what I don't want in toy form. That helps. I don't want Follow Cybertron Bumblebee.
It would
Uh,
be the same thing.
that's the thing. That's why I don't want it. I don't want. I don't want any more Prime Bumblebees, even though we're getting another one.
We're getting three. Three
Um,
already.
What else don't I want in toy form? I I don't want. You know, I should have thought about this a long time ago. I read this
What
question
was
a
the
week
next
ago.
part of the question? I forget.
I'm just gonna go with Dark of the Moon Leader Class Megatron. I'm sorry, but that is the one. Um, Mr. Raygrim. Which TF annoys you the most?
Uh,
Miko.
which annoys me the most? Hold on, let me look at mine.
Well, I'm gonna answer this real quick. It's someone might say Bumblebee. Bumblebee doesn't annoy me as a character. It's just his amount of toys. I like Bumblebee's character. I don't mind him being the poster boy.
What?
I just don't like how many unsuccessful products he has that Hasbro for some reason has this reverse back ass um, opinion that 70% of
I think they mean like which Transformer toy annoys you the most, not character.
all right, let's name both. But where
That's what
Hasbro
I was
sees
assuming.
70% of Bumblebees don't sell, they see it as a 30% profit. So, but okay, let's go for character and toy then, since we don't really know character. Um, hmm. I kind of want to say G1 Red Alert, because he was just really necessive and really just for no reason at all, and borderline annoying at points when he had like the episode where he had his doubts and like joined Starscream. It was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
G1 Huffer really irritated me.
Yeah, it was always just a downer. Just
Was
come
it?
on, guys, we don't gotta
But
do.
they're Decepticons. How are we gonna fight them? We're just Autobots.
Shut the fuck up, Huffer.
As far as toy,
The sea spray.
um,
I always liked how Warpath talked.
fucking, I don't know. I mean, it really depends on my mood. Like,
This is easy as hell for me.
I bet I know what it is.
Guess.
Is it Reveal the Shield Optimus Prime?
No.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. All right, you go first while I think.
Revenge of the Fallen Leader Jetfire. That's the most annoying thing.
Why?
It doesn't transform right no matter what the hell you're turning it into. It doesn't stand up. The articulation's okay in the arms. Combination mode with Optimus is freaking patronizing and annoying at points, and just that figure could have been so much better, and I see why it's not. It's just annoying. I like it, I mean, to a certain extent. I don't hate it, but could have did a bit better. Or Jetfire. Jesse, what's your answer? You're keeping them waiting.
I'm thinking.
You're like the one guy on that podcast who couldn't answer what Transformer he wants more than Leader Class Megatron. Worse than him, and that's bad.
Annoys me
It can be something you don't have,
Well, I
or
mean, if
something
it's
you blew
something I
up
don't
with a
have,
fire.
then how can it really annoy me?
Unless you blew it up with a firecracker.
That doesn't exist to me.
It's dead to me forever.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's my answer.
Fred Optimus.
It doesn't annoy me. It's
Fred
just
Bumblebee.
I think Reuven said it best.
Hmm.
He left a comment in that video saying, "Once you've had the juiciest of the juice, everything else just tastes bitter."
Hmm.
So, yeah, in that case, I don't know. I'm maybe animated Bumblebee.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait,
'Cause
as a
that
character or a toy?
toy,
Oh, why?
eh, this head's huge.
Well, okay.
That's about as good as the answer you're gonna get from me. Okay, what was the next part of the question?
Do TF have sex and multiply?
I've always wondered this myself, so I don't know. I'd like to
Yeah, I've
know,
always wondered it too, but it's nothing that we can really answer.
but like in G1, at least in the beginning, they came from a manufacturing line.
Yeah, they
But
were in the original. Yeah, they were all invented by the
Quintessons,
Quintessons and Alpha Trion. Built a few, and yeah,
I don't know. And like especially in the movie verse, like they come from
what the hell?
eggs, kind of like Predator style. But who lays the eggs? Some Transformer queen.
Uh, Starscream is
We
the
should we should have seen that in the movie. Just a big like kind of alien queen, just by the like robotic. That would have been fucking awesome, awesomely. Oh, why don't they? Why don't we see? Where the fuck? Where did the eggs come from? I mean, really?
I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I honestly can't answer this question because
It's never been answered.
it's never been answered, and it all
They
depends on the fiction that you're talking about. So, we can't really answer this. It's just a matter of opinion, I guess. And I don't really like to think of Transformers having sex, but if you really want to know, uh, go to Google, turn off your safe search, and type in Transformers Rule 34, and I'm sure you'll get your answer. But
Transformers Rule 34.
Rule 34, if it exists, there's porn of it. And trust me, there's porn of Transformers.
Oh, let me find this. We do this. Uh, Transformers Rule 34. It's working. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's Prime RC getting yep. And there's Arachnid with a double-ended dildo. Oh yeah, there's Miko. Oh yeah, there's some weird shit here.
Yep.
RC and Black Arachnia. And there's animated Optimus doing something gay. I like I like the one of Tyrese Gibson and Megan Fox.
Hell, there's one of.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. I didn't know about that. Is there any more questions?
Yeah, there are.
Let's go through them real fast.
All right.
Knock 'em out.
This is from Mark Pack. Hey guys, just curious since we have Transformers Fall of Cybertron coming out soon. What character are you most excited to play as?
Grimlock.
Bruticus.
Next.
What is your favorite Transformers game other than War for Cybertron?
I don't have any. I think they all sucked. Besides War for Cybertron.
I'm gonna go to the only other one I played. The first movie game,
That one sucks. That one's horrible.
Process of Elimination.
Okay, next.
What is the earliest Transformer game you played?
Armada.
The '07 movie.
Next.
When it comes to the toys, are the War for Cybertron toys superior, or are the Fall of Cybertron? Just by the way they look, since nobody has them in hand yet. Thanks, guys. Mark T. Former 0607 on YouTube.
Looks like the Fall of Cybertron ones are better to me.
Yeah, War for Cybertron was a point where their main standpoint was engineering, which isn't bad, but Fall of Cybertron...
War for Cybertron Optimus Prime was way too overly complicated.
Yeah.
That figure kind of intimidates me whenever I look at it. Like, try it. I don't want to.
I fucking dare you. Touch me.
All right, next question.
But yeah, I think War for Cybertron as well.
You already said
that. Fall of Cybertron.
You already said that.
Let's
go. Hurry, fast.
hold on. Oh wow. This comes from Hey guys, Angel here. Sorry about not putting my name in before. I didn't know how. But anyways, my question is, what is your favorite video game? She is the one, or I shouldn't say she. They are the one that asked the Skrillex question before.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite video game?
Well,
Metal Gear or Skyrim?
yeah, I don't know. One of those two. I would say Metal Gear Solid 2.
Mine is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Ultimate Ninja Storm 2.
Next.
All right. Dustin Moden. Hey guys, it's Dustin or Autocon 360 on YouTube. Got a quick question. How do you get money to make reviews on YouTube, and how do I do it? Thanks. Well, I might as well explain. It's already been read. Pretty much you need YouTube Partnership. YouTube Partnership is a monetized program by YouTube itself. It is achieved after you've reached a certain popularity on YouTube. You can apply for it. After you've applied and you get declined, if you get declined, you have to wait 6 months to apply again. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. You need an AdSense account, and you get money by revenue of the ads on our videos. That's how we do it. Don't go and rapid click our ads, but one click every now and again helps. Gets us about a nickel, and guess what? Those nickels add up. But do not rapid click our ads. It'll get us banned. We'll be fucked. But yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah. That pretty much summed it up. Next.
All right.
Fast. Rapid
Okay.
fire. You're going too slow.
No, hold on. This guy sent 2 emails back to back. I'm trying to figure out if he's like covering them up. So let me read them to myself real quick. Okay, we're just gonna read this one. Hey guys, it's Optimus 102697, aka Dustin. Not the same Dustin. Okay, so what would you do if Hasbro sold the Transformers rights to a company that did not know anything about and if Hasbro stopped making Transformers toys in Takara in Japan, where are the ones to sell them in Japan?
What?
Okay, hold on a second. I'm just trying to figure out where he meant to put a period and where it's finished, because there's no punctuation. A company that didn't know anything about them. I'm going to say that's them. And if Hasbro stopped making Transformers toys and Takara in Japan, we're the only ones to sell them in Japan.
I guess.
If Hasbro stopped making Transformers and Takara were to only sell them in Japan. Okay, this makes sense now. So what would you do if Hasbro sold the rights to a company that didn't know anything about Transformers?
It depends on what company. Like, say, Jack Pacific got a hold of him, that pretty much ruined it all.
If
Because Jack Pacific's pretty much killed the Dragon Ball Z toys.
Mattel is pretty awful with their quality control, so that's off the board. Though Mattel does do good stuff, but their quality control for their figures, and especially for the type of plastic that Transformers would have to be made out of.
If they were like sold to Bandai,
Yeah,
I
I think
think that'd be really
that's the
good.
only one that would work. Unless they sold them, like I just want to say Hasbro because it's just quality. As much as personal feelings towards Hasbro and whatever, but they're the only ones really capable of it. But yeah, Jack Specific. I forget the other. There's another company. They made the new Street Fighter toys. They were horrible, and they made the new Sonic toys, but they were. I forget their name, but yeah, they were horrible with quality control and stuff like that. And if Hasbro stopped making Transformers toys, and Takara only sold them in Japan, what would you do?
What I do?
What would you do?
I would just wait and see how they were afterwards, really.
I would save a lot of money. The same exact thing. I'd get extremely picky with what I bought, but yeah, I just have to see what I needed to import and what I could live without. Excuse me. Apologies. All right. Yeah, those are our answers to those questions.
Are those all of them?
Then, yeah, that's all of them.
So, if you have any questions, please, that was a good amount of questions.
About 5 questions.
Please
Or 5.
email us to at primecastq and a at
Quanda.
gmail.com. Primecastquanda at gmail.com.
And there's a question.
Yep. And
Even personal questions like what figure you like better, this or that.
Yep.
Send it in. We'll answer it.
I think that's a wrap.
That is cut, print. Good job, guys.
Yep.
Go home.
As always, follow us on Twitter. Twitter.com/SJOut, Twitter.com/AnakinVader. Password for this episode is Transformer Sex. If you listen to the whole episode, type in Transformer Sex.
What is the title will be Rule 34.
I'll get it. Okay. I got it.
You already got one? What is it?
You'll see.
Is it a surprise?
Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
Okay, bye. Wait, subscribe to me on YouTube. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.